And welcome back in, everyone. This is Kerry Sherman from Big Time Small Town Media. Happy to be with you again here from the 49th Annual Lamar Holiday Tournament. We are in the girls' quarterfinals. We just saw McClave knock off Eads by a 37-31 count, I believe it was. This is Springfield and Granada. And this Springfield is the 2 seed, Granada the 7. We'll get our lineups in just a minute. Trying to catch our wind. We've been running around the arena catching lineups, and I'm sure we're good here. We'll go ahead and flip over. We'll get the Granada starters. They'll start number 10, Marlena Rojas, a 5'7" senior. Number 11, Ariana Yanez, a 5'7" senior. Number 14, Kirby Vanderpool, a 5'7" junior. Number 23, Tally Harmon, a 5'8" junior. And number 34, Abby Hopper, a 5'8" senior. The head coach for Granada is Kara Dorenkamp, assistant coach Michelle Marquez. For Springfield, they are the home team today. They'll start number 3, Taylor Conkle, a 6'1" junior. Number 14, Kiri Ricker, a 5'8" senior. Number 22, Kayleen Orlowski, a 5'8" senior. Number 30, Adrian Mondragon, a 5'9" senior. And number 32, Bree Stafford, a 5'3" senior. Head coach for the Longhorns is Mike Jaco. His assistant coach, Renee Laughlin. So the winner today will advance to one of our semifinals tomorrow. That'll be in the afternoon, evening session. In the morning, the loser of this one will play in the consolation round. Again, everybody guaranteed 3 games in this tournament, 3 days, 24 games. And we are bringing start to finish coverage for you on coloradopreps.tv and chassa.tv. Our coverage this weekend is sponsored by the Holiday Motel here in Lamar at 404 North Main. They have clean, comfortable rooms, and if you need full, twin, or king-size beds, they've got all of them. They have refrigerator and microwave in every room. Plus, they have DirecTV with over 130 channels in your room. You can catch Holiday Motel at 719-336-9754. Trying to finish up our paperwork up here as we get ready for game number 2. And we have 8 on the slate today, 8 tomorrow, and 8 on Saturday. Invite you to join us for the entire tournament. And the tip controlled by Springfield. They go on the attack. Feed inside for number 30, Mondragon. She misses inside, and the arrow immediately gives it over to Granada. They'll face full court pressure. Results in an early turnover. Missed layup inside. Rebound pulled down by the Bobcats. Tie up. Well, they're giving it to to Springfield. Thought they won the tip. Grenada's going 2-3 on the inbounds. And loose ball on the floor. Tie up. This one will go to, actually that's what it was, we had a tie up on the first miss. And a steal in the corner, feed inside quickly. Turn around, missed in there by Ricker. And this time the jump ball gives it back to Springfield. Missed inside by Conkle. And now breaking out for Granada. Inside, kick out. Baseline jumper up, no good. And Conkle will get it down for the Longhorns. They'll push. Looking inside for Mondragon. The pass tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Longhorns. Quick feed inside Mondragon. Fouled on the shot. She'll head to the free throw line. See who the whistle's against. On Abby Hopper. That'll be her first. Mondragon to the line to shoot 2 shots. First one, no good. Gets the second one. Near travel in the backcourt by Vanderpool. We'll get it off to number 10, Rojas. Jumper on the baseline, no good. Rojas with it and cashes the follow. So Grenada up 2-1. Minute and a half gone. Feed inside for Conkle. Loose ball on the floor. Vanderpool comes away with it. Ahead, Yanez. Hopper looked at it, nothing there. Bring it back out. Diagnose the defense. Looks like 2-3 action. Maybe some 2-2-1. I wanted to go to the cutter, Hopper, and Hopper wasn't looking for it, and it's a steal for the Longhorns. Trying to get back on top. They led 1-0. Hopper with a good job fronting the post, knocks the pass out of bounds. And we got a full time, or a 30-second timeout by Coach Jayco. See what attack he draws up against this Grenada defense. They've struggled to get the ball into the low post. Had it in the middle of the paint a few times early here in the last minute or so. That Grenada defense clamping down on post entries. Three off the inbounds. Will rattle around and fall through for Ricker. And a steal by Stafford results in a bucket, cranking up the pressure. Quick 5-0 run on the end of the court. Finally across Yanez. Lost it in the paint and a tie-up. Ball stays with Grenada. 5:18 to go in this first quarter. 2-3 zone on the inbounds. Quick three by Rojas is short. Yanez with it. She'll bring it up top and reset the offense for the Bobcats. Skip pass, Yanez. Long two, no good. Tapped around and brought in by Conkle. Quickly ahead. That's Ricker. Layup off Follow on the far side, no good. And there's going to be possibly 4 shots on this possession for the Longhorns. Elbow jumper, Conkle's too strong. And we're going to get a rebound foul inside. Kayleen Orlowski called for it. It's her first, team's first. 4:39 to play in the opening quarter. Into the corner, Vanderpool quickly on the diagonal to the middle for Rojas, down for Hopper. Nice feed into the paint. Harmon misses the layup. Rojas follow, no. Hopper sticks it home. Brings it back to a 2-point game, 6-4 in favor of the Longhorns. Ball ripped away and controlled by Rojas for the Bobcats. Chance to tie or get the lead back. 3 on its way. Vanderpool rattles around. And Mondragon brought it out for the Longhorns. Nice feed over to Ricker. She's got the layup. Give her 5 already. Trap in the corner. Just fling it into the middle. Rojas on the deck. And Coach Dorenkamp gets the timeout. It'll be the 30-second variety as well. So both coaches have used an early 30. We have 3:43 left to play in our opening quarter. This contest will be followed by, looks like, Wiley and Walsh on the girls' side. Our 4th game will be Kit Carson and Holly, and that'll wrap up our girls' quarterfinal coverage today. And then we'll start the boys' quarterfinals around 4, I believe, is the time. That's a 5-second violation as Granada unable to get it in and gets the pressure. (1-1-3) defense now. Extended pressure on top by Yanez. Step into the 3. That's no good. Offensive rebound for Conkle. 3 on the way from Ricker, no good. Hopper with the box out and gets the long rebound for Granada. Yanez up ahead and double dribbled on the crossover. Wipe off that cashed in jumper from 16 on the violation. And a steal for Harmon. She'll hit it up ahead for Yanez. All the way to the lane. Shot up. No good. Foul called against Springfield. Called on Ricker. Her first or second team foul. Ariana Yanez to the line. Drains the first. Brittany Gonzalez comes into the Granada lineup. She's number 24, replaces Hopper. And did not catch the sub on the Springfield side. We'll try to get that. Second one, no good. Looking out there, changes from the starting lineup for Springfield. A foul called on Harmon. Number 35, Brittany Shetron. She's off of the bench. Misses the first. I believe I saw number 11, Maddie West, in there. Second free throw is good. Back to a 4-point game. Easily handling the pressure this time. Bobcats get it down the floor. Harmon, 17-footer, won't fall. Spit out and rebound pulled down by Orlowski. And Gonzalez forces a jump ball. It'll stay with the Longhorns. 2:33 to play, and they lead by 4. High post kick out, pass deflected. Ricker, she thought she was fouled. Offensive rebound for Shetron, no good. Ricker puts up another one, that's off. And Mondragon will stick it home. Bucket and the bruise for Adrian Mondragon. Rojas with the foul. So Mondragon trying to complete the 3-point play with the and one. And bangs it home. 4 in the quarter for Mondragon. Lead is up to 7. That's the big one so far for the Longhorns. Tipped out of bounds on the baseline pass by Shetron. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Harmon tried to get the free throw line jumper up, had it blocked out of her hands. 3 by Yanez, off the mark and out of bounds. Springfield ball, 1:50 to go, first quarter. Stafford whips it over to West. She'll drive, kick into the paint. Mondragon turn around, no. Follow, Shetron, no. She'll just try to stay with it. Sticks that one home. And she'll earn the opportunity for and one. Second personal foul whistled against Harmon. That's a 4th on the Bobcats in this opening quarter. That free throw makes it a 10-point advantage for the Longhorns. Harmon, long head pass, poked around. And Gonzalez corrals it, but she's got a foot on the sideline at midcourt. And it's a steal for Vanderpool, but she tosses it too far out of the reach of Yanez. Shetron travels inside, got a little tied up as she started to make her move. Had the ball low, got it caught on the hip of a defender. Vanderpool, offensive rebound, stick it home and cuts it back under 10. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Long 2, Stafford, no. Offensive rebound, Conkle, she can't knock it home. Hooper inside. And just kind of flung an outlet out as she was falling to the floor. It'll go out of bounds to Springfield. 27 seconds to go in the frame. Mondragon puts up the 2 off glass. Had a toe on the line. A player who spent most of the quarter playing about 6 to 8 feet from the basket, that 19-footer. And Yanez misses the runner. Inside, it's Hopper sticks with it, and she'll head to the free throw line. That's on Mondragon, her first, team's third. So Abby Hopper rolls the first one home. Second one up, and that one was nothing but net cords. Quickly back the other way, Mondragon in the corner, and will not be able to get a shot up. We've played one quarter. Springfield out in front, 17-9.
The Holiday Motel, a historical stop on the Santa Fe Trail, proudly presents you the Lamar Holiday Classic on Big Time Small Town Media. Located at 404 North Main Street in Lamar, get a room to suit all your needs with a full-size bed, a king bed, or a suite with 2 king-size beds by calling 719-336-9754. Each room has a microwave, refrigerator, free Wi-Fi, and DirecTV with over 130 channels. So the next time you're headed down the Santa Fe Trail, think the Holiday Motel, a family-run business. Proud to present you the Lamar Holiday Classic on Big Time Small Town Media.
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source.
About ready to get the second quarter underway here in our second girls quarterfinal. Springfield out in front of Granada by a 17-9 score. Granada ball here to begin the second quarter. Vanderpool drives. Her shot into the bottom of the backboard, brought down by Conkle for the Longhorns. Quickly up ahead, looking for Mondragon. Layup, no. And on the rebound, they give the rebound to Kayleen Orlowski, and the foul against Ariana Yanez of the Bobcats. 3 off the inbounds for Ricker, no. Orlowski steals the rebound. Follow no good, poked into the backcourt. Tracked down by Stafford. And that feed from Mondragon too tall, but I believe they're going to get Hopper with the shove from behind. That'll be her second. Inbounds. Kick in for Stafford. Get a long two, quickly up and off the mark by Orlowski. Saved by Mondragon. Over to Ricker. 3, no. Mondragon tried to come in late and get the rebound away from Hopper. Called for the foul. That's the second on Adrian Mondragon. That was the 4th team foul on the Longhorns. Hopper off the nice cross-court feed from Harmon. Gave a nice step into the lane and rolls it home. She's got 6. And a held ball in the paint. This time it'll stay with the Longhorns. That was Hopper in there tying that one up. Free throw line, Jay. Conkle rolls off. Tapped around. Mondragon and Gonzalez fight for it. Tie it up. Possession arrow to the Bobcats. Trailed by 10 a couple of different times in the first quarter. They're down 6 here with 6:47 to play in the half. Rojas comes back into the Bobcat lineup. Gonzalez back into the middle, quickly beating the press. That's Rojas with it from 15, and good. That's her second field goal. Cuts it to 4. And last touched on the far side by Orlowski of the Longhorns. A chance to close in a little bit closer now. And we're going to get a foul on Ricker or Stafford. That's Ricker. That'll be the second on Kiri Ricker. 5th team foul. Yeah. Yanez looking at that 2-3 zone. He's off to Rojas. Rojas, her pass will take Gonzalez into the backcourt. So that violation will give it back to Springfield. 6:09 to play in this second quarter. Chance to push the lead back a little bigger. 1-3-1 now for the Bobcats. And Stafford threw her pass cross court. Teammate she was looking for cut. Nobody home, and it went into the Granada bench. Demi Ownby in now for Springfield. She's in number 24. And Longhorn setting in that 2-3 zone. Yanez and Rojas fought over the pass. Yanez finally tracked it down. Feed on the baseline for Harmon was stolen. Ricker to a cutting Mondragon. Beautiful pass and layup. 8 for Adrian Mondragon. Lead is 6 for the Longhorns. Yanez dribbled right into the trap as she jumped stop across mid-court. And Coach Dorenkamp had to burn the full timeout. We'll go ahead and stay here. 5:10 to play. Second quarter. That's the second timeout used by Granada here in the first half. Again, this is our first time coming down and covering this fantastic tournament. And it's the 49th annual. However, for the girls, they started playing this event in 1975. And the first winner was Kim, defeating Campo 24-23. Granada has won its fair share in this event, winning it in 1989, 1992, 94, 95, 97, 98, 99. But that's the last time they claimed the trophy. To overcome this first half deficit, they want to stay in contention for the title. Tipped out of bounds by Springfield, just under 5 minutes to go in the half. And that collision near midcourt will result in a foul on Ownby. Ownby's first. That's 6th against Springfield. Hopper goes up and grabs the inbounds pass. Killed her dribble, has to get some help. It was Rojas who came and took care of it for her. Vanderpool on the drive, kick across, almost out of bounds. Yanez able to corral it. Trying to feed inside for Hopper. She has to come out to the mid-post. Puts up a little off-balance runner off glass, banks it home. 8 in the first half for Abby Hopper. Almost single-handedly keeping the Bobcats in contention here. Ownby with it, pressured. That's Rojas making life hard on this far near wing. Nice high-low entry into Mondragon. She has 10. Quick deflection on the inbounds by Ricker. It'll stay with the Bobcats on the baseline. Just under 4 minutes to play in the half. And that entry off of Rojas and out of bounds. Turnover to the Longhorns. Ricker off the pass from the high post, drills the three from the corner. She's got a pair of them now. 8 points in the contest. Lead is up to 9. And Conkle with the steal. Ricker feed inside for Conkle. Missed the shot and then frustration foul. That's her first. 7th team foul though, so we'll make the long walk to the far end of the floor. And I believe it is Kirby Vanderpool who's going to toe the line, shooting the bonus. Conkle frustrated after missing that layup. She was rewarded for running the floor. Got in a bit of a hurry and missed the easy shot. And then compounds it. And Vanderpool drains the first free throw. She'll earn the bonus. Second one also good. Brings it back to a 7-point game. She now has 4. Stafford on the far side. She'll drive till somebody picks her up. Kick it out. 3. Off. Offensive rebound. Mondragon just flips one back at the basket. She's got half of her 12 points here in this second quarter. We've got a foul in the backcourt against the Longhorns. That's number 12. Morgan Turpin, one of the reserves for Coach Jayco, picks up her first. Vanderpool back to the free throw line. That one splashes home, giving her the bonus once again. That one won't rattle its way home. However, Vanderpool hustling comes up with the steal. Feed inside for Yanez. And Yanez scores it. Cuts it back to 6. Mondragon from the high post. Look on the weak side. Finds Stafford on the cut. Flip back inside. Mondragon score it. Hopper quickly ahead. Harmon. No one with her. Kick it out. Free throw line jumper for Vanderpool. No. Yanez rebound. Fouled on the drive. She'll earn a couple of free throw opportunities here. Ooh, that's the third on Kiri Ricker. 9th team foul. Ariana Yanez. First one, no good. Ricker checks out and Maddie West back in. Second one too strong. Rebound pulled down by Shetron. Stafford lost control of the ball just as she was, well, that's not Stafford, that's number 25. That's Whitney Westfall. She tried to make the pass across and had it slip out of her hands. West with a near steal, and then a foul whistled at the timeline on Turpin. Well, back to the free throw line go the Bobcats. Second one on Turpin. And that puts Vanderpool at the line. Now shooting the penalty with 2:26 to go in the half. First one, back iron and off. Second one up and good. That'll break a string of 2 straight misses. And Yanez almost comes up with a steal in the backcourt. It'll stay with the Longhorns, 2:24 to play before the intermission. Longhorns running a 1-3-1 offense against the 1-3-1 defense, and Harmon comes away with a steal for the Bobcats. Yanez gives it off to Rojas, looking inside. She was a little late on that pass for Harmon and stolen by Shetron. Longhorns trying to race the other way. West with a high dribble. Stays on top of it. High post to Shetron. Her pass back to West, stolen by Yanez, and called for an extra step. She tries to make the pass out to Rojas. Let's see if that's who checks out here. I thought that was Turpin who checked out. 3 on its way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Rojas. We'll get the sub in there for you as soon as we figure it out. It's number 34, Brianna Hendricks. And a carry called against the Bobcats in the backcourt. 1:38 to go. Grenada crowd telling their girls to relax. Good advice as they're only down 7. Played pretty well. Don't want to give it away here and find yourself down by 12 or 15 as you go into the half. And Yanez will come out with a steal. Didn't ever control it. And the Longhorns keep it. West has her pocket picked. And she'll roll it trying to find somebody. They'll say out of bounds off of Grenada. Poked out. Still controlled by the Longhorns. Clock nearing 1 minute to go, and we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Vanderpool. Actually, they got 34. That's Hopper. That's a big one. That's her third. Oh, they got it inside. I was looking at the ball in the corner, and they called it in the paint on the post-up. So Mondragon to the free throw line. Rattles out, offensive rebound, score it for Whitney Westfall. That foul called against Gonzalez, her first, 8th team foul. Westfall to the line, opportunity for the and one, which would make it a 10-point advantage again. Off glass, good. No banking holiday today as glass good on that one. Gonzalez will try the long baseline jumper, rimmed off. Mondragon pulls it down, controls it. Well, the guards came to her, so she brought it up to one of the guards. Westfall trying to force it inside to Mondragon. It's on the floor. There's 5 bodies around it. And possession arrow to the Longhorns. 33 seconds to go. Or is that 39? That's 39 seconds. And a tough angle to the scoreboard here. And we're going to get a push before the pass on second personal foul on Yanez. Westfall back to the free throw line. Still shooting the bonus, I believe. Off the back iron, rebound pulled down by Gonzalez. She'll wheel, try to bring it up herself. Lost control. Looking for help. Overhead pass down floor. Harmon, her cross-court feed stolen by Mondragon, and they're going to get Vanderpool their hand in the cookie jar from behind. That's her first. So Mondragon back to the free throw line. First one bangs all around the rim, finds its way home. And another sub in. This number 21, Calissa McGeary. That one a little prettier for Mondragon. Counts the same. And she's going to come away with a steal. And travels before Rojas reached in. Lead at a dozen. That's the biggest of the contest for Springfield. 22 and a half seconds to go. And looked like Vanderpool was bumped to the floor. No call, but this time Hendricks was whistled for it a little farther out on Yanez. She'll head to the free throw line. This is a penalty situation as well. No good. She's missed 4 straight now. 1 for 5. I'd like to cash one in here and then get a stop. Not going to happen on the first part of it. Westfall cut off on the sideline. McGeary into the post. Mondragon turnaround, score it. And that will do it for the first half. A 7-0 run in the final minute and a half puts Springfield up 14 at the half, 35-21. Teams making their way to their respective locker rooms. We'll go ahead and step out for a 3-minute break as we tally up our score sheet here and get ready. We'll come back with the first half recap here on ColoradoPreps.tv and Chassa.tv. It's the big-time small-town media coverage of the Lamar Holiday Basketball Tournament presented by Holiday Motel.
Hi, I'm Ben Blecka, owner, founder, and one of the talents of Big Time Small Town Media. The broadcast you're seeing today is a production of Big Time Small Town Media. Just 1 year ago, a group of Northeast Colorado sports broadcasters started something we hoped would bring extra joy to the athletes participating in the games we were already covering on radio. It has turned into a service we provide for not only Northeast Colorado athletes, but athletes statewide, region-wide, and internationally who request our services. We do straight-to-DVD production in addition to live internet productions of any event who wants Big Time Small Town Media to be a part of their community. Because Big Time Small Town Media is more than just sports. It's community. Are you interested in the services Big Time Small Town Media can provide your upcoming event? I encourage you to contact me at ben@bigtimesmalltown.com. You can see some of the many events we've done in the past year at ihigh.com/bigtimesmalltown. And I encourage you, think about Big Time Small Town Media being a part of your community with whatever upcoming events you've got.
Day in, day out, we put our customers first. I'm Sid Dinsdale, co-chairman of Bank of Colorado. We like doing things the right way, providing honest, personal service. To be a bank you can trust. Now, anybody can talk about values. I'm doing it right now. But our bank has consistently demonstrated them for over 4 generations. And that's the way banking should be. Visit us at bankofcolorado.com, member FDIC.
Ever dreamed of having the right answer at just the moment you need it? Then get the iPhone 4S. It's not just a smartphone, it's your own personal assistant, and it's now available at Viero Wireless. The iPhone 4S includes phenomenal new features such as an ultra-sharp, high-resolution display, 8-megapixel high-def camera, and a souped-up processor for speedy performance. And the iPhone 4S actually listens. Ask her a question, she'll have an answer. So stop dreaming and get the iPhone 4S with our fast 4G network now at Viero. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Ice and Oil has been supporting our community for over 65 years and is the leading supplier in propane, Sinclair diesel and gas, Chevron oils, greases, and lubricants, and a variety of tires and Delco batteries. Located on Highway 34 in Otis and Plattner, Ice and Oil is your #1 source for diesel, oil, gas, and propane needs. For all those road trip adventures through Northeast Colorado, they offer 24-hour pay-at-the-pump gas and diesel services. Ice and Oil, American product, American quality, affordable prices.
Glosson Construction is your one-stop shop with concrete work, drywall, flooring, roofing, and stucco. Everything including the final finishing nail handle projects throughout northeastern Colorado. You need to get in touch with Rick at Glosson Construction, located at 801 East 4th Street in Akron. If Rick can't build it, no one can. Call 970-345-2087. From start to finish, trust Glosson Construction as your one-stop shop for construction. Call 970-345-2087.
And welcome back in as we catch our breath here. Had to go down and check a scorebook. Got a little ahead of myself and they're actually a little bit behind maybe. Whew. We'll go ahead and take a look at the individual scoring in that first half. We'll start with Granada. Abby Hopper with 8 points to lead the way. 6 from Kirby Vanderpool, 4 out of Marlena Rojas, and 3 from Ariana Yanez. Springfield led by Adrian Mondragon with 18. 8 points from Curie Ricker, 5 from Bree Stafford, 3 out of Whitney Westfall, and 1 point off the bench for Brittany Shetron. We talked late in that half about Grenada needing to slow down, that they'd worked too hard to stay in the game. Had 7 points at that point. Got a little out of control, started to press a little, and we watched that lead grow to 14 with that 7-0 run by the Longhorns to close out. For Grenada, got to keep Abby Hopper from picking up that 4th foul too early in this second half. When she's on the floor, they're pretty good. When she's sitting down next to the coaching staff, they're not nearly as effective. Because they've got to find somebody, some way to neutralize Adrian Mondragon. Having a heck of a day so far. Springfield, they want to see if they can keep Curie Ricker on the floor. She's got 8 points, giving them an outside presence, knocking down 2 threes, but she also picked up 3 fouls in the first half. Go ahead and step out for another 3-minute break. We catch our breath here and get ready for the second half of this girls' quarterfinal here from the Lamar Holiday Basketball Tournament on ColoradoPreps.tv and Chassa.tv.
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source.
Akron Auto's proud to be the best pre-owned automobile dealership in northeastern Colorado. Quickly expanding, Akron Auto has 2 locations, the original on Highway 34 in Akron and a second on Highway 34 in Fort Morgan. Akron Auto wishes to thank local patrons for making their business possible and asks visitors to stop in and see what may be on the lot for you. Tax time is the perfect time to use your rebate on a car, truck, or SUV upgrade. Akron Auto, better for your budget.
Citto has been a staple in eastern Colorado since 1971. Since 1977, Citto has been your place to go for trusses, wall panels, and buildings. With state-of-the-art equipment allowing Citto to stay on top of the truss industry, Citto wants you to know that while the economy has affected everybody, it's allowed them to provide some different services while being able to maintain their spot as one of the top truss manufacturers in Colorado. Contact Citto Building Components out of Otis at 800-925-3207. That's Citto, proud to support eastern Colorado.
In 1916, it is estimated that producing 100 bushels of corn took approximately 35 to 40 hours. Today, it is estimated that producing the same 100 bushels takes less than 3. A lot has changed in the last 95 years, but one thing has stayed the same. Farm Credit is still the lender of choice for America's farmers and ranchers. We are passionate about agriculture and are dedicated to serving America in good times and bad. This is Jordan Wilkie in the Yuma Lending Office. Give us a call today to see how we can help you. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
This broadcast of high school sports is being brought to you courtesy of the Alan Bear Agency of Akron. In times of such economic uncertainty, let Alan Bear and his staff serve as stability when it comes to your insurance needs. With years of experience serving their community with products in auto, home, and life insurance, the Alan Bear Agency is also available for farm, crop, business, and health insurance as well. Give Alan and his team a call today at 970-345-2310 or stop into 142 Adams in Akron to see how the Alan Bear Agency can serve you.
The Holiday Motel, a historical stop on the Santa Fe Trail, proudly presents you the Lamar Holiday Classic on Big Time Small Town Media. Located at 404 North Main Street in Lamar, get a room to suit all your needs with a full-size bed, a king bed, or a suite with 2 king-size beds by calling 719-336-9754. Each room has a microwave, refrigerator, free Wi-Fi, and DirecTV with over 130 channels. So the next time you're headed down the Santa Fe Trail, think the Holiday Motel, a family-run business. Proud to present you the Lamar Holiday Classic on Big Time Small Town Media.
We are almost ready for second half action here from Lamar. We are at the community building. About to get the second half of our girls quarterfinal, number 2, underway. Again, we come into this half with Springfield out in front of Granada by a 35-21 count. I am Kerry Sherman from Big Time Small Town Media. We primarily cover Northeast Colorado for ColoradoPreps.tv and Chassa.tv. Knowing the history of this fantastic event down here, we had some openings on our schedules this weekend and decided to come down and bring start to finish coverage for everyone watching at home. We thank you for letting us be part of your Thursday. We still morning or we reached afternoon? Lost track already here. We're afternoon. Granada ball to begin things. See if they can get something going here early. We saw McClave come back in it. In their game, hitting a couple of early threes. Granada tries here, and Mondragon pulls down the rebound. The alternating possession gives it back to Springfield. And that 1-3-1 for the Bobcats. Mondragon steps out into the corner. Skip pass. And Harmon just a half count late coming after it. Collides with Bree Stafford. That'll be the third on Harmon. Stafford Kicks it right back to Ricker, nearly double dribbled with it. Stafford will fire the three, off glass, no good. Offensive board, and another three on the way. That one from Ricker. That's her third triple. Yanez gives it back to Rojas, tries to drive, finds Hopper, puts one up inside of Conkle, who stepped out to try to contest the pass. Hopper into double figures now with 10. Mondragon turn around on the block over the top of Hopper. She has 20. In our numbers, unofficial, but just to give you an idea, Mondragon 2-on-2, back from Stafford, under the basket, kicks it back up, and good. Sticking with it. Adrian Mondragon, 22 now in the contest. Team has 42. Yanez nearly travels, keeps the pivot down. Springfield in the man defense. Vanderpool's baseline jumper, no good. Mondragon with the board for Springfield. She's tied up, and the arrow gives it back to the Bobcats. We're going to get a sub into the Springfield lineup. Brittany Shetron. Inbounds pass too tall, stolen by Stafford. Directing traffic. Three on its way, far side. And Ricker couldn't knock that one down. Tie up on the rebound. Yanez will head to the Granada bench. Brittany Gonzalez back in. Longhorns looking to push the lead over 20. Elbow jumper up from Orlowski. That one's off the mark. And Stafford whistled for the foul. She was late going after the pass for Vanderpool. That's just the first on Stafford. First on the team in the half. Vanderpool just loses it right to Ricker. And on the crossover, Ricker's pushed. See if they get Vanderpool. Oh, they called Brittany Gonzalez. That'll be her second. And that is the second against the Bobcats here in this third quarter. And Gonzalez checks out. Yanez came back in for her. That pass cross court, too tall for Stafford, and it'll go out of bounds to the Bobcats. We've got 4:56 to play in this third quarter. The lead has grown to 19 for the Longhorns. Yanez getting the screen from Harmon. Gets to the block, puts up the layup, and scores it. It's her second field goal. She has 5. Bobcats looking for a stop, try to chip in their way back in. Ricker drains another 3 and says you're not getting back into it just yet. And we got a timeout for Coach Dorenkamp. Thought she signaled a 30. It is a 30-second timeout for Grenada. 4:21 to play in this third quarter. They find themselves trailing Springfield by 20, 45-25. In our next contest as Kit Carson and Wiley and Walsh. And then our final girls quarterfinal of the day will be Kit Carson and Holly. Granada ball going full court, facing the pressure. Trapped in the corner. And now it's a numbers game. But sprinting back to make it from a 2-on-1 in favor of Granada to a 3-on-2 in favor of Springfield. And the Longhorns poke it out of bounds, make the Bobcats operate out of the half-court set. Yanez jumper, no good. Rebound on, let's see, he's at 22, Orlowski, and she was tied up as she went to the deck. The arrow in favor of Granada. 4:04 left in the third quarter. Vanderpool 3 out of the corner, no. Gonna be last touched by Mondragon. Rojas from 17, no good. Mondragon rips down the board for the Longhorns, looking to push. It's Ricker out in front, finds the cutter, Stafford. Drop back into the paint, and we're going to get a 3-second violation inside. Yanez just almost went to the volleyball set to knock that pass forward, but it was stolen by Springfield. Nice feed across the paint, but could not knock it down. Now Yanez with a breakout. Goes up against Ricker. Layup. Good. Ricker with those 3 fouls could not really afford to challenge that one. Shetron on the cut, gets the pass from Orlowski, but was fouled on the shot. And there's that 4th foul on Abby Hopper. I'm almost 5 minutes in. Shetron back to the free throw line. Oh, she was 1 for 2 from there in the first quarter. Cams that one. Gonzalez back into the Grenada lineup. And we see number 15, Darcy Widener, making her first appearance. Shetron got them both. I believe we heard Maddie West back into the Springfield lineup. Gonzalez called for the travel. And Vanderpool will come back in, and Gonzalez sits. Just gone under 3 minutes to play here in this third quarter. 20-point game. Deflected out of bounds by Vanderpool. Actually, official with a different angle comes in and says it was a double deflection off of Vanderpool, off of Conkle. And sideline officials wasn't sure that was how it happened, but that's what they're going to go with. Give it to Grenada. Vanderpool drives, cut off by Mondragon, kicks it back out. Now she's got it back, started the drive, had to kick out top for Yanez. She wanted to go to work, kick into the high post, looking for the back cut, stolen by by Conkle. Up ahead, West, pass too tall from Mondragon, and the turnover gives it back to the Bobcats. still facing that 20-point deficit. Nice feed inside. Vanderpool kicks it back out to Harmon. Yanez, she'll take the shot in the paint and knock it down. Ariana Yanez with 6 in the quarter, 9 in the contest now. Longhorn still comfortably in front, leading by 18. Conkle drives, puts one up on the baseline too strong, works as a pass to Mondragon. Her shot no good, and Conkle fouled on the follow. So Taylor Conkle heads to the free throw line after drawing the second foul on Marlena Rojas. For Conkle, that's her first point in the contest. Orlowski back in to the Springfield lineup along with Bree Stafford. Second one also good for Conkle. Give her 2 in the contest now. Puts it back to a 20-point game. And Rojas saw Harmon all alone. Got in a hurry and traveled with it. You see Gonzalez back into the Bobcat lineup. And Rojas checks out. West got it down to Orlowski. She tried to feed into Conkle, kicked back out to her. That one knocked loose by Widener and stolen by Harmon. Stolen right back by Stafford. Fouled on the drive. She'll earn a trip to the free throw line. As Talia Harmon tagged with her 4th foul. That's the 5th foul against Granada in the quarter. Team fouls are 5-1 here in the frame. Bree Stafford at the free throw line. That free throw no good. She's looking to add to her 5-point total. Harmon will check out with those 4 fouls and Rojas back in. Second one too strong. Offensive rebound. Mondragon. Follow no good. Widener with the board for the Bobcats. Tries to dribble out of trouble. Finds Vanderpool. Widener keeping it alive. Stolen. Feed inside for Conkle. Layup good. So Taylor Conkle coming to life here in the final minute and a half of this third quarter. Widener pulls it back out to Vanderpool. She'll put one up from 18. Good. 8 points now for Kirby Vanderpool. West will try her hand at a 3. Too strong. Rebound pulled down by Gonzalez. 30 seconds to go in the frame. Feed for Yanez. Able to pull it out. Down to 20 seconds. She'll bring it down between the circles and reset the offense. Step through, travel called. Good idea. Saw Widener alone on the far block, but unable to make the pass without taking the extra step. Bobcats put a little bit of pressure on here with 13 seconds to go in the frame. Quickly up ahead. Orlowski to Conkle, layup, good. And Bobcats going to have to hurry to get a shot. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're going to get that as a shot or a pass here at midcourt with 0.2 of a second to go on West. I believe they're going to call it on the pass. Second foul of the quarter against Springfield. No time for a catch and release. Must be a tip. And we are done with 3 quarters. Springfield putting it together now, leading Granada 53-31 back in 60 seconds.
Glosson Construction is your one-stop shop with concrete work, drywall, flooring, roofing, and stucco, everything including the final finishing nail handle projects throughout northeastern Colorado. You need to get in touch with Rick at Glosson Construction, located at 801 East 4th Street in Akron. If Rick can't build it, no one can. Call 970-345-2087. From start to finish, trust Glosson Construction as your one-stop shop for construction. Call 970-345-2087.
One of the most important benefits of being a Premier Farm Credit member borrower is having the opportunity to share in the association's profits. Since 2001, Premier has paid out over $31 million in patronage dividends. If you want to be a part of a member-owned and controlled cooperative that offers interest rates that are competitive in the marketplace and committed to a patronage dividend program, call your local Premier Farm Credit office. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Just about ready to get the fourth quarter started here. It'll be Springfield ball up by 22 as we start this fourth quarter. They seem well on their way to making it to tomorrow's semifinal. Got a problem with the clock. They take 5 more seconds off the clock. It didn't start right away, so they took it down to 7:54. Ricker, 3, no. Conkle offensive board, put it back after a quiet first half. She's got 8, all of them within about a 2-minute span. And then a steal for Orlowski. Up ahead, Stafford, layup. And Orlowski with another steal, but the arrow will give it back to Granada. Gonzalez will come back in for Granada. She replaces Marlena Rojas. Yanez finally gets it into Harmon. She'll wheel, get it to Gonzalez. Shot off the mark. Conkle gets it off. Pushing ahead. Ricker inside. Stafford layup. Good. Bree Stafford up to 9. It's become a runaway for the Longhorns as they've pushed out to a 28-point advantage. Vanderpool drive. Layup. No. Rebound inside by Mondragon for the Longhorns. It's a hit ahead for Stafford. Gonzalez challenges and is whistled for the foul. That'll send Stafford to the free throw line. Third foul against Gonzalez. 6th team foul. Bree Stafford back at the line. She missed her last 2. That'll snap that streak. Make her 2 for 4 from the line. Widener comes back into the Bobcat lineup in place of Harmon. Second one for Stafford. Too strong, and rebound go through the legs of Hopper. And out of bounds to the Longhorns. Ricker, she'll fire the 3 and drain it. That's her 5th triple. Puts it up to a 32-point lead. Hopper drop step, fouled going up. Conkle whistled for it. That's a third on the Longhorns in the half. Abby Hopper at the free throw line. Drains the first one. No good on the second, then a foul. Looks like they caught Widener. That'll be the first on Darcy Widener. Harmon will replace her. And Adrienne Mondragon to the free throw line. Trying to add to her 22-point total. Will do so with the first. Second one rolls home. The Longhorns drop their pressure back to half court, and then they'll be whistled for a foul. I believe 22, Kayleen Orlowski. Her second. Team foul number 4 against the Longhorns. Ball comes in to Vanderpool, and she's fouled going out of bounds by Ricker. That'll be the 4th on Kiri Ricker. Won't matter as we've got 5 subs coming to the bench or to the table for the Longhorns. Demi Ownby, Whitney Westfall. I think we got the Brittany Shetron and Brianna Hendricks. And Maddie West back in there. Feed inside. Hopper fouled going up. Call on Westfall. Number 1 on her. 6th against the team. Hopper goes back to the line. She's got 11 in the contest. Give her a dozen. Now 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. Second one, too strong. Rebound pulled down by Ownby. Outlet pass for Hendricks. Will go out of bounds at midcourt, giving it back to the Bobcats as they try to chip into the deficit, which is still 32. Yanez trying to get into the paint, puts one up, blocked. Shetron with the rebound for the Longhorns, gives it off to West. West will push. Goes up, nobody cut her off, misses the lefty layup. Rojas with the board for Grenada. Long lead, Yanez hustling, tries to save it, steps on the baseline. Even with the big spread against them, this Grenada Bobcat team still hustling. That's a positive to build on for tomorrow. Jump ball inside. Possession arrow to Springfield. Coach Dornkamp hollering for a timeout. They'll finally give it to her. And 30-second timeout. And thank everyone for joining us here on ColoradoPreps.tv and Shasta.tv. Again, I'm Kerry Sherman from Big Time Small Town Media out of Sterling. Our coverage of all 24 games of this Lamar Holiday Basketball Tournament is presented this year by the Holiday Motel. Again, you can find them at 404 North Main here in Lamar. Contact them at 719-336-9754. And clean, comfortable, affordable rooms. Each and every one of those rooms has a microwave, a refrigerator, and DirecTV programming with over 130 channels. That's our home away from home while we're down here for this tournament. You talk about being treated well. Well, we have been. Free throw line jumper, no good. And they'll say out of bounds. Touched by one of the Longhorns. That's Hendricks. So Granada ball. Yanez getting it into Hopper. Give and go. Yanez layup good. Ariana Yanez, 9 points now. And we've got just under 5 minutes to play. Shetron calling for it in the post against Hopper, but could not handle it as she started to make her move. Lost it out of bounds. And they'll try to go right back to it. Double high post, give and go. Yanez, kick out. Rojas will start the drive. Give it. Hopper tracks it down. Tries to flip a pass to Yanez, and West hustling, knocks it out of bounds. Feed up ahead for Hopper. She'll try to drive. Cut off by Shetron. Tries to bounce one across the baseline. That one's stolen by Westfall. Gets it off to Ownby. Hit ahead for West. Drops one across the paint for Hendricks, and that one's stolen by Gonzalez, I believe it is. Yes, 20. No, that was Harmon who had the steal. Steal back for Hendricks. Feed for Westfall. Give and go. Back. Oh, couldn't handle it. Now Gonzalez checks in. She'll replace Rojas. Just past the midway point of the fourth quarter. Vanderpool starts to drive one dribble, puts up the 17-footer on the baseline and cans it. She's in double figures with 10. Breaks it under a 30-point game now. And Bobcats trying to build some momentum for tomorrow. Turnaround, Shetron, no. Harmon controls the rebound, gives it off to Yanez. Jump stop, hit ahead for Vanderpool. Wanted to find it into the post. And stolen by Ownby. Really working to try to get the ball into the post for Hopper. Ownby pulls up, wing jumper, no. Shetron offensive board, score it. Shetron's first field goal. Give and go again. Yanez in the paint. Score it. She's up to 11. Shetron from the high post. Kick out. West to 3. Good. Up 2. Toe on the line. 2.5 minutes to play. Hopper calling for it at the high post. Instead it's Gonzalez. Back to Yanez. Steps into a long 2. Vanderpool trying to get the rebound. Stepped on the baseline. And gives it back to the Longhorns. We'll see 2 more subs back in. Number 21, Calissa McGeary. And number 12, Morgan Turpin. Westfall, feed inside. Shetron, high off the glass, and I missed it on camera. But she didn't miss the shot. Under 2 minutes to go. Rojas trying to drive baseline, puts up, and gets the roll. She now has 6. Down to the final 100 seconds of the contest. Shetron will kick it out. 3 off the mark. And Rojas with the defensive rebound for the Bobcats. Quickly ahead for Widener. She's was looking for the cutter, wasn't there. Had to bring it back out to Yanez. And they'll set up the play. Wanted to go to Gonzalez, and it was tapped out, and then a double dribble whistled against Ariana Yanez. McGeary will initiate it on the far side. Turpin has it stolen. Yanez, drive. McGeary hustling back, will tie it up and give the arrow back to the Longhorns. Vanderpool back in for Granada. And Ariana Yanez gets a well-deserved round of applause from her fans. Another three hoisted up there. That was Turpin. No good. Rebound tracked down by McGeary. Feed inside. Shetron. Turn. Good. Brittany Shetron with 6 in the quarter. She's trying to get into double figures. 35 seconds to play. And even though they're going down in defeat, the Grenada Bobcats fans go through the school fight song as they do each and every game. Rojas, bucket and the bruise. That was the third foul on Turpin. And Rojas has her total up to 8, can make it 9 with the and 1. She does. 25 seconds to go. Hendricks knew she did it, double dribble. Gonzalez in the backcourt, gets a screen from Widener at the mid stripe. And another one at the top of the key, drives. Rojas, she and McGeary get tangled up. McGeary called for the hold. It's her first. And Rojas will head back to the free throw line. She's got the 1 and 1. She can reach double figures by knocking home the first and rips the twine. Second one bangs its way home as well, and she's got 11. We're inside the final 10 seconds. Turnover, a steal for Vanderpool with 4 seconds to go. See if the Bobcats can get one more shot up there. And Coach Dorenkamp's going to take a final, I believe that's her final timeout, to draw up a play to try to get that last shot up. See if they can cut this down to 25, maybe 24 with a three-point play. We'll take this opportunity to do some math here. It'll be Gonzalez, 3, no good. Rojas steals the rebound, can't knock it home, and the horn will sound on this one. It'll be a 73-46 victory for Springfield. Quick rundown of the scoring for Springfield. Taylor Conkle with 8. Maddie West, 2. Carrie Ricker had 17. 3 points for Whitney Westfall, 24 from Adrian Mondragon. 10 for Bree Stafford, and 9 for Brittany Shetron. For the Bobcats, 11 points for Marlena Rojas, 11 also for Ariana Yanez, 10 from Kirby Vanderpool, and a dozen out of Abby Hopper. That will put the wraps on this broadcast. We invite you to join us in about 10 to 15 minutes for our third girls quarterfinal contest here from the Lamar Holiday Basketball Tournament on ColoradoPreps.tv and Chasta.tv, produced by Big Time Small Town Media and presented by the Holiday Motel. I'm Kerry Sherman. Thanks for joining me. Hope to have you back with us for our next contest.